Hello and welcome. Today we're speaking with Annalisa, who is supporting DigiPath50 Plus project as an educator. The project focuses on helping adults age 50 plus build digital confidence step by step. Annalisa, thank you for joining. Can you
Thank
briefly
you.
tell us about your experience working with learners who are less confident with technology?
Yes, of course. Hi, my name is Annalisa, and I've worked with 50 plus people, especially in the field of tutoring with languages. But this experience was strongly related to digital skills because it was mostly online, and a lot of these adults needed these skills to learn other skills. So it was really important to learn about it.
Okay, great. From your experience, what is the most common difficulty people face when using digital tools for the first time?
So I don't think that the skill itself is really hard to learn for adults. Most of them think that they're too old to learn, but it's not true. But this still creates a barrier, and learning becomes even more difficult.
How does that show in practice? What do they actually do or not do?
In practice, basically, most of them refuse to use technology, for instance, or some tools because they think, oh, it's too difficult for me. I can never learn to do that.
Right.
And it's something that's really creating this barrier that I was talking about. But I also saw that a lot of adults, of older adults, basically face this curiosity, which is something really different from the barrier. It's something that makes them want to learn more. They're more prone to put themselves out like of their comfort zone.
When someone feels unsure or afraid to use their device, what do you do in that moment as a trainer?
Okay, in that moment, as a trainer, I think that it's really important to make them feel relaxed, make them feel confident about it. So, for instance, like creating a learning environment that's inclusive, that's really patient. So if they make mistakes, they just know that it's not a failure, but it's more of part of the learning process. So
Right.
they basically have the time to repeat their steps, to listen again to their step. The learning environment makes a huge difference in the learning process.
Okay, so just a follow-up question. What is one small thing you say or do that helps them move forward?
Don't worry, we can repeat this step. It makes a very huge difference because nothing really serious happened. It's just part of the learning process.
So let's make this practical. Imagine I am a participant around 65 and not very confident with my phone. Can you guide me through what happens when I open a messaging app?
Okay, so when you open a messaging app, it means that this app is created to send messages or to receive messages, such as with letters, for instance. You can select the people that you want to send this message to, and by selecting them, you will open a new page. In this page, you will see that there are some different tools that you can use. For instance, there's this field where you can text, you can write some messages, and there you can write whatever you want to tell that person. Then, after you completed your message, there should be a button with an arrow, for instance, and you should click on it. It's the same process, but it's digital and it's faster, obviously.
Great. Thank you very much. Now, imagine a participant receives a message that looks suspicious or unfamiliar. How would you guide them in that situation?
It's really important to teach them how to identify one. So, if, for instance, we can like a participant receives a message that has very suspicious text, such as, "Oh, you won 100,000 euros," for instance, it's really important to tell them, okay, you can check, like, don't open any link ever. Also, like, if you receive some message that it's not clearly harmful, but it's still like from an unknown number or from an unknown email, just be careful. Don't click anything before checking. Be ready, like, to block that message if it's really suspicious.
In this kind of situations, what will be the first thing you tell them to do?
Yes, of course. One of the first thing I will tell them will be probably not to open anything.
If you had to give one piece of advice to someone who feels it too late to learn digital skills, what would you say?
Everyone has the ability to learn. It's just the environment that needs to be good for them to learn effectively. So yes, it's never too late.
Thank you, Annalisa, and this was very
Thank you.
helpful, and we look forward to seeing this approach in practice in DigiPath project 50 plus.
Thank you.